What's up, Aries? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all my Aries friends here with me today. We are going to do a fun little spread for you on the subject of love. So do keep in mind these are going to be general messages. That means that not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Aries out there, and that's totally fine. You never need to force anything to fit your circumstance or scenario. We all have free will. I always recommend you come into these readings with an open heart and an open mind, but ultimately it's up to you to take away messages for your best and highest good, and you will know intuitively what those are. If you would like additional messages, feel free to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs and the videos associated with those. Other than that, everything you're going to want to know will be in the description box below. Let's hop in for my Aries friends, Aries in love. If you don't currently have a person in your life, this may be someone coming in. Sometimes it's a romance spread, sometimes it's a breakup spread. We'll see what we get. I like to think messages come for those who need to hear the most, so as always, it can't always be your message, but I hope lots of this resonates, and I hope pieces and parts of it resonate for some of you out there, okay? So, I'm going to do past, present, and future. Again, only take what resonates. Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and Page of Wands. I'm not going to pull the clarifier yet because you had another one come out here, so. All right, so Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, specifically a Sagittarius. Freedom. I actually feel like you had this card earlier. I want to say you did, Aries. But I really like this card. This card feels really good. Yeah, it's joyous. There's victory. There's some sort of accomplishment, something that you've been desiring. I'm almost getting like wishes coming true, and maybe some of those wishes has to do with travel, going somewhere else, right? Sagittarius is the traveler, right? As well as the philosopher of sorts. Going off on new adventures, finding new things that excite you, new inspiration. So for some of you, it could be leaving a relationship, and I do say that because you have Queen of Swords, and their backs are to each other. So this potentially, it doesn't have to be, but the severing of a relationship, again, this is the past, so you would know if this was your story. So it could have been you, Aries, a fire sign, and you were with an air sign potentially, specifically a Libra, but it could also be a Gemini or an Aquarius. You actually showed up very heavily at the end of Aquarius's reading, so for those dealing with an Aquarius, you might want to check that out. But yeah, her sword is pointed down. It's not pointed due north, if you will, where she's channeling those higher messages of universe, of God, the sword of truth, right? The pursuit of knowledge. It's stuck in the snow. The idea of freezing someone out, icing them out, and the idea of waiting for the snow to melt, the ground to thaw, changing of the seasons. So I'm getting there was some sort of cycle here that I don't know if it's completely ended, but it does seem like if that's hitting home, a fire sign and an air sign, or people who are in a relationship and have that heavy in their chart, I do sort of sense a going different directions, splitting of different ways, because somebody heard their calling elsewhere. It could have been work or career or something that is pulling them in another direction, a project of sorts. And as simple and silly as it is, it could be the environment, the climate. You two couldn't see eye to eye on. Yeah, it's very oddly specific, but because of the depictions of the cards, I can't live here because it depresses me. I don't want to live in Seattle because it rains all the time. It's like, well, my family's here. I want to stay here. It's like, okay, well, and I mean, for most of you, I don't think that's going to be it, but it could have been something. I don't want to use the word petty because that sounds rude, and I don't mean it to sound like that, but you guys were on different pages. It's a queen and a knight. So I have to be honest, this relationship doesn't seem to gel in the traditional way. And maybe that's what made this interesting, what made this relationship so interesting is that you were very different. You had different ideas and different concepts, and because it is like the Sagittarian philosopher and the Queen of Swords, the conversation and I want to say like the dueling back and forth, maybe it created kind of this fun, I don't know, like just witty banter, fun sort of chemistry or energy, but I'm just getting it kind of thawed out, or it froze out. It didn't, the relationship didn't soar, but I think you, Aries, are off to bigger and better things again because you heard your calling elsewhere. And when I say calling, it may literally have to do with some sort of audio or music or singing or a career in like the arts, in drama, in acting, in I don't know, musical theater, comedy, stand-up comedy potentially. Something about arts and entertainment is what drove you away, and you heard your calling. And I'm getting that your Queen of Swords, male or female, right? Whoever that person was that you potentially are leaving behind, they just don't see eye to eye. Maybe they're not a creative person or they have no interest in that. And I mean, I'm going to be real with you. This doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This could be your mother, a Libra, right? It doesn't have to be, but it could be your mother. It could be your father. It could be an old boss, an old job that you're leaving behind because, again, at one point in time it was interesting, but you're just not on the same page anymore. So this Page of Wands is being clarified by the Lovers. I love that. Hell yeah. So because to me this was speaking so much about being called to your destiny, to your path, hearing the call. That's really important, that phrase, hearing the call, that keeps coming up here. The Lovers is about a decision, right? And yes, of course it has to do with love. It can be a person, right? Maybe you got a call. I am getting long distance from someone you fell out of touch with in the past, and maybe you're flying across the country to go see them. It's absolutely possible with the Lovers here, but more than anything, I'm getting you're choosing who or what you love, and for a lot of you, you're choosing your career. You're choosing your path. You're choosing what inspires you and what makes your heart beat fast, right? What lights your fire? What makes your heart sing? What do you love, Aries, right? Most of you have a very good idea of what that is. I don't know if all of you have heard the call, so to say, and I'm not preaching any sort of religious ideologies on you. Whatever you believe is fine, but yeah, the idea of hearing this call, for some of you, it just might be a fleeting thought of, oh, maybe I'll take my skills in this direction. It's following your rainbow to the pot of gold, and it has to do with love. So for some of you, it might be a relationship. It doesn't have to be. If it is, it would probably be with a fire sign or potentially a Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, but for a lot of you, I'm getting career, especially in drama, theatrical arts. And I feel like a lot of you in your monthly spread, if you haven't checked that out, that was a big theme as well. So yeah, maybe check that out as well. So that's from your past. And I like it. You're listening to your heart. You're not settling to be with the wrong person. And I think that's badass energy, Aries. So in your present, Knight of Cups, Aquarius just had that as well. Three of Pentacles they had as well. And the Star, and there's the Aquarius card. Okay, interesting. So some of you may be going to visit or see an Aquarius, someone who you look at as your North Star, your spiritual guide, someone who, it's like they're this beacon. They're the lighthouse, if you will, that you know you're sailing your ship onto, and they're leading you to this path or guiding you down the way. Could be some sort of mentor or teacher, again, particularly like acting coach, drama coach, some sort of mentor that you see as a guiding light. Someone who's very balanced, and when you, like, I'm just getting when you're having a tough go at it and you get maybe a little bit swallowed up or engulfed in your emotions, or creating your own blockages or obstacles just in your energy, this person helps to relieve those. Something about this person is very healing. Heavy Aquarian energy here. They're very grounded, but they are also artistic and in tune with their spirituality. They also have a badass sense of intuition. You might even sometimes think that they're psychic, because like something about like they say things that you were just thinking, or something along those lines. This person, you hold them in very high regard. And yeah, I just want to say they're a spiritual mentor in addition to maybe like a teacher or a professor, or it could be a parent or a grandparent that means a great deal to you, and again is like your beacon, your lighthouse, your shining light. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, I mean, you have the Knight of Wands in your past representing you going after something bigger, something more in line with your creativity, or something that inspires you, that excites you. And then it's followed up with this Knight of Cups. So that's water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's specifically a Pisces card. Something about what you're chasing after, people may look at you and think it's silly. They may write you off as a hopeless romantic or as a dreamer, something unrealistic, out of touch with reality. But the thing is, I actually like it because where you're headed towards as this Knight of Cups, right? Chasing your dreams, chasing what you love, right? We already know this. That's the Knight of Cups. He is the hopeless romantic, right? he follows his heart. But for you, Aries, did I call you Aquarius? I hope I didn't. For you, Aries, I really like this because what you're headed towards is building. You're building your future. You have the Three of Pentacles here. Teamwork. Again, heavy mentorship. For those looking to go into a career, you may have a partner in crime or like a cohort or a business partner that you're looking to build something greater with. I don't think it's romantic, but it may have to do with something or like a skill or a talent you acquired or participated in, a hobby or whatever from your childhood that's coming back up in the now, in the present. So whether it was 2 years ago or 10 years ago, it's something about a skill or hobby or something you were good at or enjoyed. It's making its way back into this project that you're chasing because, it's that call. It's that call to do what you love. It might involve an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to. Some of you may be getting guidance from a parent or, again, a grandparent. Both these cards have similar vibes to me about seeking counsel or ideas from those around you, but something about you have to travel to get there. It's not in your current space or location. Something about leaving behind this Queen of Swords, again, heavy Libra energy there. It allows new people into your life that weren't able to come in otherwise. I don't know if this person was a blockage of your mental energy or creative energy, or even of like your spatial energy of like people saw you with potentially an old romantic partner and were intimidated to even try and be part of your tribe, Aries. But it's like by releasing this potential air sign, it opens up space in your life for new people to come in. And I have to be honest, I'm getting that they're better. They're better people that are more aligned with what you're trying to do. And something about they want to invest in you or help guide you to help get the biggest bang for your buck or build this empire and see something off to a good start. Again, similar to your monthly read, the idea of dreams. The romantic dreamer, the hopeless romantic, but something even about maybe stardom or standing out from the group. Career in acting or the arts for a lot of you. It's coming through here again. Clarify the Three of Pentacles for Aries. The Ten of Wands. Okay, interesting. Yeah, and it's falling again under this Queen of Swords. And I don't dislike the Queen of Swords in general. In a higher vibration, she's a great energy, but because her sword is down, and again, it's that chilly winter vibe and almost being overly guarded or defensive towards you, I'm just not getting great energy around that. And falling under that is the Ten of Wands, releasing of burdens. And how I was saying, by releasing this person from your life, by letting them go, essentially. And I think I do sense that you chose to end this, or it may have been a mutual split. You're releasing yourself of this burden that you've been carrying, and I think it is in the form of a person or a difficult relationship, to say the least. Maybe it's with your parents or whatever. And by releasing that and allowing new space and new people into your life, it's just like, oh my God, where have you been all my life? You're either saying this about a job or a new person, or a new friendship, a new business partner. Again, energetically, you release something and make space for new, and new stuff comes to you, and you're just like, praise Jesus, hallelujah. Like it really like upgrades your life. It upgrades your situation. It's a releasing of burdens, and I'm just getting, oh, thank God. But it's so great. It's energetic and it's enthused, and it feels like you're making great strides towards whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, towards your North Star. If this isn't a person, this could stand for the opportunity that you're looking to accomplish or looking to achieve. But you have great mentorship energy around you. So whether that's a romantic person or a parent or, again, a professorial type, great mentorship that are helping to steer you in the right direction and giving you really good tidbits on how to build, how to achieve this. And I am getting something about how to accomplish it in the most like financially savvy way. Okay. And For those who are resonating with like a financial advisor, and that's not literally their job for most of you, but it's somebody who's very good with money, I feel like you have a little crush on them. And that might develop into something more. I think it's relatively new. You may have just met this person, or this person may be coming in. And again, they're guiding and giving you mentor type knowledge or whatever, helping you plant the seeds of how they're going to grow. There's very like steamy energy about something about like whenever you see them, you just get that little like butterflies in your stomach because you kind of like them. You like that they're excited about your idea, and that in itself is a turn on. I like that, Aries. That's cute. All right. So, in your future, Magician. Love that. Ooh, 4 of Wands. Aquarius got that as well. And 6 of Cups. Oh, I love this. All right, Aries. So, the Magician. He is the creator, right? He has all the tools he needs on his table. He has the Wands, the Pentacles, the Cups, what am I forgetting? The Swords. He has the ability to create anything he desires, right? It's about checking in with yourself and understanding what it is you desire in life, and ultimately, what do you want to manifest? It's harnessing your magical powers, if you will, right? And I mean, you are the Queen of Wands, Aries, right? And using that power to create the future of your dreams, essentially. And I will say to you, people may look at you as flighty. People may make comments about you being unreliable or, again, hopeless romantic, kind of these condescending terms we use about people who are actually really in tune with their heart, right? People who think outside the box and go after things because they know that it's in alignment with their dreams, with their goals, with their desires. People might write you off and say things like, oh, you're being unrealistic. Don't listen to them, because this Magician, this powerful creator, is falling right under this Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. I'm thinking that these are you in general, following your passions, following your desires, potentially wanting to make a romantic offer to this figure who wants to help you build or do something with your money. He has a lightning bolt. There's power here. It reminds me of David Bowie with the lightning bolt across his head. Actually, the name David might be significant in this. That just came through here. But yeah, this almost has like genie in a bottle vibes of wish fulfillment, of things coming true, but it only happens because you took the initiative. You took the drive to leave something behind that was cold and chilly and wasn't going to grow. You were brave enough to recognize that and still go after what it is that you wanted, to make offers or go after things, chase your love and passions, even when people called you a silly dreamer, right? This is coming into your power and recognizing like, holy crap, like I'm a magician. I can make things happen. And I don't mean it so much in the sense of like whimsical wizard witch of you snap your fingers and things appear. That's not what I'm saying. This requires action. You have tools. You have to utilize them, right? You have skills and talents. We know this, right? That calling you heard, potentially of skills from your childhood, that it's coming full circle now. You're being required to use them and create great things in the world. And again, this is falling under this. I don't think I can show you this card because it's too risky, but this relieving of burdens that you've been carrying. Someone comes in to help you, and again, those butterfly feelings, that crush, this could actually be a really great relationship for you, Aries. This is sometimes the soulmate card, the 1111 card, but if nothing else, it's solid foundations. The 4 of Wands, it's a nice even number, it's a steady foundation, and it's early in the game, right? It's a 4, it's a safety zone, it's a comfort zone, but you've taken a lot of risks from what I'm getting up until this point, so I think that being in this safety zone of, okay, I've achieved something, it's going to be a welcomed rest, a welcomed relief to kind of sit and chill in this energy, and I think enjoy maybe a new relationship with someone who's meeting you in the middle, who's just as excited about your dreams and your passions and wanting to build upon that. Maybe build a relationship, maybe build a family, build something greater with you, Aries. It could be just a really solid friendship. It could be a same-sex partnership. I always see that with this card, definitely. But it's something about your irresistible, your magic. It's like the idea of you hold the magic wand in your hand, you create things, you manifest these great things, and that naturally draws people who are really excited to be around you. So just make sure that they are meeting you halfway, that they're not taking advantage of you. Make sure that they're magic as well and they have lots to offer and there's something about them that intrigues and excites you. That's going to be important here. And this is somebody that you can grow old with. I love that. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, this is a new relationship coming in. Potentially a business partner as well. It doesn't have to be. But this is someone that when you're together, you feel like kids. It's like this very lighthearted, flirty energy. You love being around each other. It's easy. I'm just getting, it's so easy. You don't have to worry about what to say or what to wear or should I have done this or should I have done that. It's easy breezy. That's what's coming through here. It's like children. That song, You Make Me Feel So Young by Frank Sinatra, there's just this lighthearted joy. And just because this is Six of Cups energy and because of the depiction of this card, there's huge potential for you guys to grow old together. If that's something that you want, if that's something that you're desiring, usually the Six of Cups has to do with the past, the idea of nostalgia. And so this could be someone you're reconnecting with from your past. But for most of you, this is the idea of finally getting into a relationship where, again, it's the 11-11. You're twins. You guys are on the same page. You are seeking and desiring the same things, not only romantically, but career-wise, family-wise. It's like you guys are each other's rock. You guys are each other's sounding board. And I don't throw this around lightly, but there is something about this for those of you who are not currently with someone or may have just met someone. I am getting almost love at first sight. This 10 of Wands, it's like you finally drop the burdens, metaphorically. And I'm just getting like you make eye contact with this person and you're done for. It's just like swoosh. It's like you're in a different reality. And again, something about this beacon of light. If this doesn't represent your creative project or your career endeavors, it represents this person. Your eyes are just drawn to them and it's like, I'm done. This is my person. Like I tap out. I'm good. Like you're my person. This could be exchanging wedding vows, right? Like down the line. This is in the future. Keep focusing on your goals, though, because that's what's going to draw this person in if they aren't in your life already. But yeah, I love this card. It reminds me, I get lots of messages via lyrics and songs. Adam Sandler sings I Want to Grow Old With You at the end of The Wedding Singer. That song is what this card is representing to me. I love that song. I think it's so beautiful. Great energy. So, 4 of Wands. We also have 6 of Wands. I love it. I don't know if I can show you all this because it's a bit steamy, but 6 of Wands is the victory card. It's riding triumphantly through the parade, and yet this is exactly what I was saying before. It's like you meet this person and you're done. There's something about this person. They raise your vibe. They raise you up. They make you feel like you are elevated or even like floating above the rest. You guys raise each other's vibes, and it's equal. It's mutual. Meeting them feels like a victory for you because it's finally like you've met that person who gets you, Aries. You've met that person who matches your energy, and I'm just getting, for those looking for a solid, steady, long-term monogamous relationship, this might be your person. They have really great vibes, and yeah, it's like you got the victory card on top of the soulmate card. That's pretty significant. So it might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could also, there's a lot here. There is heavy fire energy, I would say, as well as water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Don't read too much into that, right? I mean, you're going to know who your person is, but for a lot of you, I'm getting heavy love at first sight. So I hope that resonates with some of you. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what resonated. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that bell icon somewhere down there. That will notify you when I post videos in the future. Other than that, thank you for joining me, Aries. All the best to you, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.